On the road, yep. Back again. Yeah, it's back again. Another season. Season 6. Can you believe it? I've lost count of how many clubs we've done. I'll get that number to you next week. But right now, I'm going to be real with you all. It's been a very, very tough year for myself and the channel. I mean, we couldn't go to the football, and this is what we do. We go to the football. So when you take that away, what are you left with? Oh, that shadow. It looks beautiful. Where's the toaster plugged into? Yeah, it's wireless. It's a wireless toaster. Yeah, that happened. I went mad. We were digging deep. But to be honest, I do really like the idea of Photoshop football. Just on this channel, it doesn't really catch on, does it? Anyway, let's crack on. I don't know if you knew, because not many people viewed the video, but we've got a new all-time leader in the on-the-road standings. It's England at Wembley. Smashed it at Denmark, didn't we? The final, though, let's move on from that and let's focus on this. It's season 6, the very first upload, and it's a special one. It's AFC Wimbledon back at Plough Lane in front of a crowd. It's a beautiful thing. Now, if anyone doesn't understand what happened to Wimbledon back in the day, I urge you to go and check out a video from Copper 90 Stories. It's really well made, explains pretty much everything, and highlights the amazing job that AFC Wimbledon have done to get to where they are today. On the flip side, we went to MK Dons a couple of seasons ago, didn't we? And it was nice. Let's hope for a little bit more atmosphere today. We're talking about AFC Wimbledon, so what is it? Its name, AFC Wimbledon. Founded in 2002, although I'm sure they'd much prefer it if I said 1889. They currently sit in League One, and I'm happy to say that they play their football at Plough Lane, the original ground for the original Wimbledon. It has a capacity of 9,300. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time. I've got a soft spot for Wimbledon, for what happened, and naturally AFC Wimbledon as well. And the way they've come up through the leagues is fantastic. But standing our way at the moment is a width restriction that nobody wants to go through on a bend. It just doesn't make sense. Let's call it MK. But for a long time on the road viewers, you will know that the real width restriction that nobody wants to go through, apart from myself and that car up there, is obviously just ahead. And the reason we're going through that is because obviously we need to pick up our co-host for today, is Charlie. And with a return to On the Road, we've already been given the green light by Beyonce there. We're straight through. Things are going a little bit too smooth right now. Surely something has to go wrong at some point. It's on the road. Stupidity. Bad luck. I don't know. But we'll start with stupidity. Chris, what are you doing running on the road? Get back again there. Double yellows and all that. There's a vacant pavement waiting for you. Rumor has it jacket potatoes are for lunch, and Chris is running late for his tuna mayo with cheese on top. Quite frankly, I don't care. Use the pavement, not on the road. Get back again. It's at this moment I've realised that I needed to have cleaned my window. I didn't realise it at the time, but editing it back, yeah, that's pretty bad. As you can see, we're at the complex. We're here to pick up Charlie. Hello. Now, you lot are great and really helpful at times, so I thought I'd ask you, parking near AFC Wimbledon, where's best?
A car park.
What's a plonker?
In Chesterfield?
No.
A parking spot.
No, Oliver. It's not on, mate.
A tennis court?
How hard is it? We're just asking a simple question. Just want a simple answer.
Well, Charlie, we did eventually get simple answers, and they told us to get the train, which is why we're at Grace train station. Today I brought a backpack. I've literally brought it to put my jumper in case it gets cold. So got my hairy legs out, Jack Grealish's cars are out too. And wait! You paid for parking. Don't you worry about that. Of course I have. £3.10 on parking. Here we are. Great! Would you look at that? A train. A train we're going to get on. A train we're going to sit on. A train we're going to vandalise.
You got your stickers?
Stickers?
A few moments later.
Yes, On the Road stickers are available from the website. It's yetbackagain.com. Link is in the description below. Anyway, very proud of this one. I stuck it on Instagram, didn't I? You can follow me on there. And amongst the comments, Aaron dared me to put the words jacket potato in the video. I've already sorted you out, mate. Don't worry. This ground actually took us past West Ham's gaff. Not going there, are we? We're going right to the end of the line, to Liverpool Street, where we've got 2 girls, 3 lads. Who's missing out at the end of the night? I'm thinking Guy in Burberry shirt. He's already carrying a Tesco bag. The Monday man bag. There'll be phones, keys and wallets in that later. Tapper, tapper, tapper. And now this. Well, luckily we ain't got to read it. Because just like the Jam said once, we're going underground. Dog on the underground. Hello. Then there's a train on the underground. And before you know it, we've been spat out the other end and we're going up an escalator. So whilst we wait, if you do enjoy these videos, drop a like. I'm not going to set a target this week. Let's just try and beat it next week. Oh, where are we going? I'll tell you where we're going. Waterloo. Yeah. And now we've got to read this. There we go. The 13-12 to Shepperton. We're stopping at Norbiton. And I can appreciate every AFC Wimbledon fan is laughing at me right now. But let's plough on. See what I did there? Plough on. Charlie's bought a baguette. Mind the gap, they say. This ain't too bad. Now we find ourselves on a very clean train. A clean train that's en route to Plough Lane, right? Yeah, I guess. Well, we're just at Wimbledon, but we're not getting off here. Hey, robot lady, tell us where we are.
We are now at Norbiton.
And it's at this moment we realise we've been had up. It's a 2-hour walk to the ground from Norbiton. So what the hell has happened here, Smiv? Honestly, I wish I took screenshots. I wish I did. I got a link from AFC Wimbledon, right? And it was a first-time visitor guide, which has now been pulled off the website. Of course it has. But I promise you, before and on the day, it told me. It did. It told me the nearest station is Norbiton. Of course you're going to believe the first time visitor guide that they've emailed you. Anyway, Norbiton is close to their old ground, not the new one. Listen, I'm not the only one who fell for this. This Bolton fan here, he made a mistake and all. We're first time visitors. We've read the guide, so we're turning around. We've lost some time, it has to be said. And approaching us now is a not so new train. And by the way, all this back and forth has actually cost me £16 on the train ticket today. Once again, we're being told to mind the gap. Cheryl's got her toes out. And my God, that is a gap. That is a big gap. A perfectly valid warning on the side there. Yeah, I back that. So as we make our way back towards Wimbledon-ish, I talked to this guy here. I'm going to call him Lewis. Might not be be Lewis. He's got the kit on. He knows where he's going. And he's recommended Earlsfield. Come on in, let's go. Bolton found in front, took our information and just went. Didn't even say thank you. But thanks to Lewis, he's got us here. And of course we're in Wimbledon and we spot a tennis ball just randomly laying around. Welcome to Earlsfield, where most of the Bolton fans didn't go Norbiton. Lewis told us this was about a 5-minute walk. It seemed to take a lot longer than that, trust me. We're actually knackered and drained. Same thing, Smiv. A lovely gesture from the club. We just got a letter and all their signatures. Time to commit some fraud. This is a QR code. It's going to get me in. No, it's not. You know when I said, surely something has to go wrong at some point. It's on the road. Stupidity. Bad luck. I don't know. Yeah, well, I basically sent Charlie the ticket. And I've actually sent Charlie's ticket to myself as well. So we both got the same ticket. And I can't get in at the moment. So bear with. And by the way, if you're wondering, this one cost me 24 quid. All resolved. Football! There's a lot of street food on the go. You're making me crazy. They got the nation's favourite fish and chips. Don't worry, Walter. Walter, they got you covered. Pasta on the go over here. There was loads more on top of that as well. But in the end, we went to the permanent fixture where they're selling the beers and the burgers and the whatnot. They're even advertising Dr. Pepper Zero.
Oh, we do have Dr. Pepper.
Great, they don't have Dr. Pepper. To actually get our food and drink, it actually took longer than our train journey from Grays. But eventually it did arrive, and a heavenly cheeseburger, as they put it, and a bottle of water comes to £6.70. Well, I'm hungry, and, well, Charlie's face says it all, really, doesn't it? So you've been watching this video for almost 6 minutes, and we finally arrive at a football pitch. We're going to make our way up these little steps. Look at that, they've just given us a standing ovation for arriving on time. So for the first time this season, Lino's just checking there's no holes in the net. There's plenty, mate, plenty. Charlie's just grabbed himself a pie and he's amazed that the club badge is on the pie. It's a standard thing, to be honest, mate. At early doors, I can confirm that Justice for Shoes is not a thing at Plough Lane. Absolutely not. Little bit out of time, but who cares? Kick off! Tony, I'm waving. I'm waving. Can you see me? I'm down the front. I'm down the front. Hey, how's it going, Chris? Just try to go to Tony. Tony, he's at the back. Get him for me. He looks half asleep. Tony, come down. Come down. Come down. Hello? He's doing it again, and he's taking a piss again. Down in front, Trevor's got a big one. Pass it on. And Don's with an early chance that flies over the bar. Checking out the flag girl from this near side. It's healthy. Not a chipolata in sight. At this point, everyone's obliged to stand up. Now, if everyone weren't standing up before, I'm sure they will when Nightingale nods this one in. This is football, right? You go from this, and then a couple of minutes to this. They're giving away a penalty. They're giving up that lead and stepping up. It's, well, Owen Doyle. My car's broke down in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how I'm going to get home. I stupidly left the bath run. It's overflowed and it's leaking through into the kitchen now. I've been paying for 300 meg internet for 4 months now. The best I'm getting is 20 meg and I keep lagging on Warzone. And just went 1-0 up against Bolton but conceded the penalty 2 minutes later. Bolton fans are happy though. You know what? It's about to get even better. Oh, Pete down there, he's on photos today, but he's not taking photos. He's got other things on his mind. He's on one of the comparison websites. Car insurance is due. His existing insurance went up, and they renewed it without him even giving the thumbs up. A strongly worded letter will be written right after he decides whether he wants national breakdown cover or not. In other news, Bolton looking for free. And I think it's about that time, isn't it? Beers, slash, and whatnot. Charlie beating the cues as the half-time whistle goes. Did you know yawning is contagious? There goes Mike. Oh, you've set off Terry now. Few Mexican yawns right round Plough Lane. You know, it's actually set me off as well. Oh. Big shout to the groundsman at Plough Lane, making the beautiful game look beautiful.
And therefore will not be renewing my insurance with you.
And with all that said and done, it looks like we're ready for the second half. Let's go. So an early chance for Dons. That one flies over the bar and ends up in Kingsmeadow. The Yawns have taken another lap round the ground. And what's worse than being 2-1 down? 3-1 down, obviously. Pete's back in the game. He managed to get his insurance with Sheila's Wheels, which does insure men. It does. Down in front, we've got street food on the go. Kind of wish I got it. Back in the pitch, Don's trying to get back into this, but at the back for Bolton, you got Ricardo Santos. Bosh! Should play for Grimsby. Chips in a cone, chips in a cone. Man better know about chips in a cone. Justice Assurance continues to not be a thing at Plough Lane. And oh my god, is that the groundsman? I feel a little bit starstruck, I'm not going to lie. Thanks for making the beautiful game look beautiful. Thank you. The heat rises, Charlie takes his trainers off, and it's up to you whether you want to believe it or not, but apparently he's lost his pants. They may or may not be in my backpack. A mid-game offer here on Smiv Sports News. I'm being told Grimsby looking to smash their transfer record as they offer $750,000 for Bolton's Ricardo Santos. Yes, really, not really. Hey, ref, that's a penalty, isn't it? With 3-1 down, a penalty to take, you gotta hope. You gotta hope they score this. And so upstairs Presley. Not Elvis, I said Presley, not Presley. So with that penalty going in on the 73rd, this is the 74th minute. Stewards at Plough Lane. Oh, high alert right now. This lot are loving it. Can't blame them though, can you? And oh my god, I've just fallen in love with this guy even more. Look at him. He loves it. He is part of it. He is AFC Wimbledon. So after being 3-1 down, it's 3-0. Could they make it 4? Operation's starting to be relaxed at the moment. Selfie with the steward? Why not? Ignore a little bit of vandalism? Why not? Stick that sticker on there, Chaz. Actually, tell a lie, they've got the big dogs in. Stadium band incoming for Charlie. That giant scoreboard down there, which we've not seen much of, it says 90. And then we have a song for Bolton. And then that final whistle does go. Shame they couldn't get a fourth at the end, but wow, what a game. Yeah, glad I came to this one. You can definitely see the connection between the fans and the players. As far as I'm concerned, Wimbledon are definitely back. They're back at Plough Lane. You know what? I'm happy for them. As my hairy legs make their way out of here, should we rate this experience? I think we should. Let's. So as always, we start things off with atmosphere. How was it? You heard it. It was decent. It wasn't 5-star. Let's be honest. It wasn't 5-star, but it was definitely a 4. Well in, Dons. Next up, we're talking facilities. How was Plough Lane? Firstly, welcome home. And secondly, nice little gaff you got there. Hidden away amongst all that accommodation, you'd never have guessed there was a football ground in there. A tidy little space, nice little pitch, 4 stars. Next up, food and drink. They do Dr. Pepper, but they don't do Dr. Pepper. This score, to be honest, it could have been a lot better had I tried out the street food. I'm told that that's not there every week, or it's the first time that the fans have seen that, so I don't know if it was a permanent fixture. What seems to be a permanent fixture are these burgers, the heavenly cheeseburger as they called it. It wasn't really heavenly, it was alright at best, which is why I'm going to give food and drink 2.5 stars. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it worth the £24 ticket? Well, we saw a cracking game. I think so. If I'm being picky, I think the food and drink might have been on the slightly more expensive side. I've not come away thinking, wow, that was cheap. I certainly didn't feel ripped off either. Let's go, 4 stars. And so just like that, the pace has been set for Season 6 AFC Wimbledon. Well, they're first and last at the same time. 14.5 stars. A great start to the season for us. I can't wait to start seeing more football. But for now, we take the walk back to Earlsfield, where we embark on a train journey that just seemed to take forever. I much prefer driving. But anyway, if you enjoyed this one, please drop that like. It really does help the channel out. It's setting a like target for us to beat next week too. Also, if you're new to the channel as well, maybe check out the On The Road playlist. We've done loads of these. Oh yeah, and do us a favour, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Click the bell to be notified when a new video comes out. And yeah, I've been Smiv. This has been On The Road. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. AFC Wimbledon.